Hey everyone, this is Tappers here again, and welcome back to the Mega Man Super Fighting Robot Kirby Challenge. With 6 Robot Masters defeated, having defeated Zapman, we're off to Soakman, who, well, let's face it, you should kind of already figure by type science that he would be weak to electric. So, Soakman is of course our water stage of the 8 Robot Masters, and we're going to be using the Zap Barrier. Now, as you probably may have saw in the demonstration, it is our shield weapon of this game. And, well, if you know shield weapons, you know that they don't have a whole lot of ammo. But, in all honesty, the Zap Barrier is actually a pretty good weapon, but I still have to use it sparingly because, well, I need quite a few shots of it against the boss. Or against Soakman, kind of. But that's not to say we won't be seeing it in the stage. It's just we're not going to be seeing it yet. But we do have a lot of aquatic enemies. Like these clouds, for instance, they're called Cloud Chew. They're basically the distant relative of Generation 5's Cub Chew, which are kind of cute in their own right, but that's neither here nor there. Those blobs we saw were called doubles and then pico doubles if you kill them. This mini boss is called Twin Soakers. If you have the Zap Barrier, can make really short work of them because of multi-hitting and stuff. The first one can be taken out with one Zap Barrier if you time the jumps and layer on the damage just right. The second one usually requires at least 2 shock barriers, or I'm sorry, Zap Barriers to kill. It kind of sucks, but what can you do? Those bubble-looking enemies are called Splash Moes. They basically fire off sort of this variation of the water shield in a slow fashion, so you can kind of... And they also alternate their shots, so there's that. That section right there is a bit tricky, but with some practice you can easily get through that without taking any damage. You just have to kind of push against the current and make sure that you don't fall into that pit of spikes unless you get hit and have invulnerability frames. But this is the last screen of the stage, and there's a ton of enemies in this part, but I also want to get this weapon energy, which makes this a little more bearable. And also I use a barrier right there because I can get rid of most of the enemies. And also one property that I think I noticed from using the Zap Barrier is that you sort of get some additional speed to move. That overhang over a pit is not very kind, along with the tuna attacker that shoots at you. So he can easily anti-air you, suck you right down into the abyss, which kind of sucks. So, Soakman, he has a lot of attacks going on. Unfortunately, you can't see most of them because, well, his signature weapon, which is called the Soak Rain, kind of got dematerialized because the Zap Barrier just completely wrecks him. But if you know how to dodge his attacks, he's actually pretty easy. But you kind of won't see that unless I do a boss rush of this with Buster only, no miss or something. So defeating him, we get the Soak Rain, which is kind of a variation of the air shooter, except this I consider a little better. But, well, that's kind of up for debate. But that's 7 Robot Masters down with only 1 left. Next time, we will be using the Soak Rain against the final Robot Master, Coleman. So, this has been Tappers, and I will see you again next time. Take care!